Here's where to find the best cash buyers, hands down, every single time in a very, very effective way. My name is Dustin Hahn. We use the strategies on this channel to find property for 40 to 90% below market value. You can subscribe if you like the information. Ask us a question in the comments. Always happy to answer it. So when you're finding cash buyers, there's a misconception that you need thousands of buyers. What we found in our business is that we work with a handful of guys every single month who always buy our properties. They're buying property every month. They don't have the time to find them creatively like we do. So what we do is we sell to them. And one key thing is we try very hard to avoid other wholesalers. There's this concept called daisy chaining where somebody wholesales on top of your deal, wholesale, and then the deal falls apart. Now, part of the problem with YouTube is it's a million miles wide and not very deep. So you have a lot of rookies who don't have the best information who try to wholesale deals that they just can't close. Now, I love wholesaling, but we have a rule. There's only room for one wholesaler per deal, and that is you or me, depending on who's doing the deal, right? So one of the key things is you always want to screen out and make sure, hey, are you going to be closing on this property? Now, a very key thing you can do is look at their history in the county records and see if they're actually buying property every single month and closing, because this will greatly increase the chance of them not backing out. So where do you find the best cash buyers? Where you're going to find them is pretty simple. You're going to find them at the weekly or monthly bank foreclosure auctions, because everybody there bidding is a cash buyer. And here's the great thing, at these auctions, a lot of the time they're bidding like market value and sometimes beyond, because they just think going to an auction is going to get them a great deal. So here's what you do. You go, you pay attention to the guys who are buying, and then you just strike up a conversation with them. Say, hey, I noticed you bought 452 East Street. Well, I'm an investor. I'm going to be finding properties in those areas at great discounts. Do you have a business card? I'll send them your way when we find them. And these guys are going to be thrilled. You can even have a little elevator pitch and say, hey, I'm going to be looking for some properties. To be fair, I think I'll be able to find them at better deals than you're getting at this auction. You have a business card. Boom, away you go. Do that every single week, and within a couple months, you'll have a list of very qualified buyers. From there, you know that they can close, you know that they have money, and you know that they're probably not going to jerk you around or bail out in the last minute, because there's nothing worse than having a deal in the final day where the buyer goes missing or they flake out or, oh, the funding didn't come through. So that's why it's important to also have multiple cash offers, multiple buyers. And if you're saying things like, oh, you know, I have lots of deals, I just can't find buyers. Well, odds are you probably don't have a good deal, because if you have a good deal, finding the buyer is generally the smoothest part, because those buyers recognize a good deal and they're going to buy, they're going to close. So make sure everything is lined up. Take the afternoon off work if you have to go to these sales. It'll also be a great education as well to learn how the sale works. So you're gonna have to disrupt your current schedule, your current patterns, because if you're watching this video, you're probably wanting tips to move forward, and you're probably not doing this stuff full time. And one of the biggest struggles you'll face is having to break those habits, right? Because your current habits have you where you are. You're going to have to learn some new skills, right, to get to where you want to go. So if you want to learn how to buy property for 40 to 90% below market value, we always have a free training at the end called How to Buy Property 40 to 90% below market value, and basically a little starter kit to get you started, wholesale contract, a rehab evaluator, and 4 critical things to avoid when getting started in real estate. So thanks a lot for watching. Click the link below to get some more information, and we'll see you in the next video. Talk to you soon.